Whoa guys, we are right here on the JetAngler kayak and we are Bixpy National Park. We just launched from Bayfront Park and I wanted to take this 30 minutes that I have before the sun goes down and they close and maybe I can't get out of here and tell you guys about a bunch of things that I learned about this boat. Yes, that's right. Today I'm gonna give you a bunch of tips that I learned about the JetAngler kayak because I learned a lot, especially early on. So I want to take you back to Miami 2020 February, before the craziness with COVID and all that nonsense. I went to the Miami boat show and I was walking around and I saw this boat that I'm sitting on right now, and I go, I gotta make a video about this. This is a kayak and I do kayak videos and I also do boat videos, so I really don't care, but I want to make a video about this. So I made a video, everything came out pretty cool, and never in my mind I thought that this company, Aquanami, was gonna reach out to me and say, hey Alex, you want that demo boat? You wanna film a video? Fast forward like 10 months later, they say, hey dude, we got a demo boat. If you wanna take it, all you have to do is pay for shipping and it's yours. And then just do videos. They didn't say anything. They didn't say good things. They just said make videos, and that's what I do. And that is where I guess where the problems will start. I mean, not problems. This is nothing. I'm having fun. Like today, look where I am today on this boat, and I love this boat because it allows me to get far away, and then I just fish with the trolling motor that you see right there. Look, we have a playlist covering everything on this boat from A to Z. But let me start there. The problems. This unit is not the one that you will buy. This was a stage demo unit. It was never used. It was 0 hours on the motor. But this thing probably was moved from trade show to trade show like 1,000 times. God knows how many trucks it went through, like probably a lot of them. And you know what happens when that happens? Things start breaking down, for sure. I knew it was gonna have problems. But anyways, I got it. I put it on the water the first few times, everything was fine. But then after I broke the engine, you know, breaking the engine, braking period, and I took it all the way to Black Point Marina. That's when the problems really started. But before we get to the Black Point Marina shit show story, let's start with a bunch of things that you should know about this boat. The first thing is that you should 100% avoid grass. Just like I need to avoid the sun right now because it's right behind me and this video is gonna look like shit. Avoid grass, 100%. Grass will get on this engine and it's gonna cause problems. If there is a lot of grass on the water, do not even take this boat with you. Like, take something else. It's like a jet ski. If you get grass, it's gonna slow you down or worse. And we're gonna cover more on that later. So that's the first thing, avoid grass. The second thing is, and this is very important, you need to inspect this boat before you head on the water. You need to make sure that everything is intact. Open the engine room, open the engine door and look inside. Make sure there is no hose that is broken or something is loose, no leakage of gas or oil. Check the oil, check everything, especially the hose adapter, because that was the one thing that broke when we went to Black Point Marina. Water started leaking off that broken hose adapter and then it hit the pipe, 900 degrees pipe, and then you get cold water and it burst the pipe. I started losing speed quickly. When I got to land, I started looking around and I noticed the pipe was broken. And that was the first problem that I had with this boat. And truly, if I would have checked it before I left, before I got it, put it on the water, I would have noticed that the hose adapter was broken and maybe we wouldn't have the problem. Aquanami sent me a new pipe, fix it, everything is great, worked amazingly. But always do a pre-checkup, have a checklist. Check the battery, make sure that it has voltage. Check the gas, make sure you have gas. Just hit it a little bit, crank it up a little bit for like half a second, see if it turns on, see if everything is right. Because the last thing you want to do is go drive 1 hour or two, get to the marina, and then your boat doesn't start. Do a checklist for yourself and just check it before every trip. I would do that the night before, because if it's a battery problem, you could charge it, maybe you could fix it. And in the morning, do it as well, because you know things happen. Everything was fine the night before, but the next day you woke up and something is wrong. And now you can't fix it, you can't go anywhere because it's too late. So do both the two checkups, okay? The night before and right before you leave. So the second thing I learned the hard way is that you should listen to the different changes in the motor sound. This boat makes a particular sound when you're going really fast, when you're hitting the gas, it makes a sound. If you hear a different sound, something is wrong. Either it's clogged or something is loose, something. So if you hear a different sound, stop, shut down the engine and look around. Make sure that everything is right. For example, this thing when it's on, the hose adapter, water should be coming out of it. Just in idle, a little bit of water comes out. If you hit the gas, a lot of water comes out through it. And if no water is coming through that, something is wrong. Like I learned that the hard way. I was coming back from Chicken Key, going to Black Point Marina, the shit show, and all of a sudden I hear a change in the motor. I slow down, I look behind me, I don't feel like there's any problems. I kept going, and then I started smelling something burning, and I looked behind me, and the water thing wasn't coming through. I shut down the motor, I started paddling, and today I forgot my paddle. Can you believe that? Today I forgot my paddle. I turned the motor on again, same problem. So I kept paddling, and I decided to look behind me, and I saw a little piece of algae coming through the hose adapter. And I thought, oh my God, maybe there is algae inside the pipe. I don't know, I blew into it, something moved, I turned the engine on, and this thing just started. Now, it wasn't going really fast. It was going like 10 miles less per hour. I'm like, what is going on? And later on, I found out what was the problem. But at least I got it to start, and I was able to get back safely to land. But if I would have known about this, if I would have known about the change in tone, if I would have known what could have been wrong, I could have fixed it quickly. And I would have been worried to death that something was wrong, that I killed my engine, that something was really bad. So yeah, listen to the sound of the motor. If something changes, something is wrong. Another thing that we learned the hard way. Me and my son, we were just having fun in the Keys, going really fast on this JetAngler kayak, and there was a giant boat passing by a channel, and there was a giant wake. And I said, hey, let's go hit the wake. We hit the wake, I slowed down, water splashed in, I hit the gas quickly, accelerated, and everything was fine. The water was coming out of the boat, no problem. And then, all of a sudden, I decided to stop and tell my son something. And right there at that point, this boat dig in. When I slow down completely, because this boat tends to dig in. It goes like this, and then it goes like this, and then up again. Dude, water started coming in like crazy, because there was already water on the deck that didn't come out, but I didn't see it because I had a seat in front of me. And then when I slowed down to speak to my son, the wake of the boat went through, and all this thing right here was floated. It was floated. I thought that we were gonna sink. Incredible. Like, I had to get off the boat. I thought we were gonna sink. For real. I jumped off the boat quickly and let the pump get rid of the water and all that stuff. But that's where I learned this lesson the hard way. Do not look for wakes. Do not get on this boat if there's heavy waves of bad weather. Do not do it. You're just asking for a problem. I mean, you could probably be fine. Probably never face the problem that I faced, but just don't risk it. It's not worth it. So now I want to talk about more general tips. Like, for example, when you go out on this boat and you put it on the ramp, before you take the trailer off the water, make sure that there's no rope floating that could attach to your trailer. And if you want to know why, I recommend you watching that incredible shit show video that I made about what happened to us at the ramp. It was incredible. You're gonna have fun watching it. You're gonna feel better about yourself, I promise. So go watch that video after this one. And the other thing is that this is a tiny boat, and I don't know if you noticed, but I've been going all over the place, turning around. Like, it turns like that is more prone to turning than a normal kayak, because it's sort of on top of the water. It's fiberglass, it moves with the waves. Like, I was facing the sun, like the sun was behind me earlier, and now it's completely over there. So things change. I don't know what changed, but I like this. So what that means is, if you go to the marina and you just drop it and the dock happened to be hollow, when you come back, you might find your boat underneath the dock. So just take the precaution, tie it down properly. It's not a giant boat and it's gonna move all over the place. Later, I'm gonna make a video about how you can launch this boat. It's a learning curve and you're gonna have different things that you're gonna have to learn about how to properly launch this boat and all that stuff. Like in this video, I may show clips of me, I forgot my paddle, how I use my trolling motor to launch the boat and just have it there and bring it to me. You saw earlier how I removed the kill switch. Why? Because I'm gonna be talking to you, I'm not gonna be using the engine, and if you have the kill switch on, it's gonna drain your battery. And the last thing you want is being 10 miles away and then you cannot turn your motor on because you drain the battery because you fish for 5 hours with the kill switch on it. So remove the kill switch. Actually, it's a good thing. Remove it for safety. So yeah, so there's no problem. So remove the kill switch because it actually drains the battery. Especially if you're gonna store it overnight or for a long time, do not leave the kill switch on the boat. If you wanna do quick turns with this boat, all you have to do is just slow down sharply, turn that throttle right here and hit it up again. You're gonna do a super sharp, quick turn. And I'll leave you with this. After every single fishing trip on saltwater especially, you need to flush this boat and there's a way to do it. Again, I'm gonna do a video about all that stuff later. The demo video, I may include all that stuff, but follow the manual and flush it properly. And when you're done, do not leave this boat with the engine door closed because water is gonna condense inside and then it may create a mess. So leave the engine door a little bit open overnight over the next few days so it dries up nicely. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too crazy, and I thought I was gonna be doing this video like this, like talking and fishing, but no. And guess what, it's 7:16, so we have to tail back right now because they may close the marina and I don't want them closing the marina on me. So I'm gonna put the camera away because, you know, safety, and then I'm gonna use the trolling motor to get out of here, and then I'm gonna hit the gas and go home.